guys, it's Laurie from PassionatePennyPincher.com, and I am going to share with you something tonight that is probably a harder thing for me to share, but I get asked questions about it all the time. I am going to share about kind of my weight loss success story. I hate to say weight loss success story because I'm not one who's always feels very successful, but I guess according to the numbers, I've maybe succeeded at least for now in this one. And it doesn't mean I'll have it together forever, but right now I feel like I'm winning and probably have for the last couple years. So if you are interested in the weight loss program I am doing, click the link in the video. It is right now, it closes when does it close? Next Monday, June 18th. So they are almost filled up with people. So I definitely recommend this. I'm going to tell you my story of how I have lost 82 pounds in my life and kept it off for the most part. So if you're hopping on, give me a heart or like. This is something I don't like to share about. So if you could give me a heart or like and just say you're over there, tell me if you have struggled with your weight loss. Are you somebody who feels like me, like this has been a lifelong journey for you? Anybody else? This for me has been a battle that I have had since I think the day I was born. I was born with this battle, and I don't know why God gave me this one. Like, I think I would have really loved if God had picked any other issue in the planet. I'm like, Lord, could you have given me some other issue than weight loss? And when I look at people who are naturally thin and who I just know have always kind of not struggled with weight loss, I struggle not to be really jealous of them because this has been a struggle for me. But I feel like, hey, Eris, you said you need this. Oh, Melinda, you said you love this. Listen, this is one of those things that is so hard, and it's hard, y'all, but I feel like I found something that is really working for me, and I want it to work for you too, and I wish someone had told me about it 25 years ago. It would have made the last 25 years way easier. I think I would have a lot of fat cells that maybe wouldn't have stuck around so long. Melinda, you said help you? Yes. Let me tell you. Tell me, guys, who struggles with this, and hit the share this button. If you know someone who has struggled with weight loss, would you share this with them? I just feel like there is so much value in this program, and for me, it's been kind of life-changing. Sheila, I'm talking right to you right now, Sheila. You said you're 53 and menopausal and it's hard to lose weight. Here's the thing that convinced me to try out this weight loss program. I watched several of my friends who are 45 and above, and I'm 42, so I'm 42. I've been at weight loss for 41 years now, so I'm an official, I'm a genius, I think, when it comes to weight loss. And so when I saw these women who were 45, 50 and above, and they were rocking this, I was like, oh my gosh, if they can do this, maybe it will help me too. And it has. So somebody says, Kim, you said you're struggling with 50 extra pounds, you're 52. Guys, I think this is so worth it. So let me tell you my weight loss story. I'm going to actually show you some pictures, which I have hidden. I hide these pictures up in my, underneath my bathroom. So you can kind of see where I was. I'm going to tell you, these pictures are not me at my heaviest. Me at my heaviest, I didn't take pictures because I didn't want people to see where I was at. So I'd always been, and I'll tell you the weight loss program I'm using. Click the link in the video through June 18th, next week, June 18th, a week from today, the next round starts. I'll talk more about the program at the end, but I'm going to give you my story real fast, but I will tell you it is an intermittent fasting program. You do carb cycling. It has worked to get me down to my leanest. I would still probably love to lose a few pounds, but I've been not too super perfect about it right now, and I'm content with where I'm at. And yes, definitely our metabolisms do slow down as we get older. Okay, so here's a couple pictures. So this one was me after I had lost a little bit of weight in college. That's me. I'm guessing that was me at, can y'all see that? Isn't that fun to just see an old picture from 1995, I think? That was me maybe at around 185 pounds, I'm guessing. And I remember thinking I was so skinny in that dress. Y'all, when I bought that dress, it was probably a size 16. Y'all, I had been a size 24. So wearing this dress was just so exciting. Let me show you. This one is me when I was even heavier, and I don't have me at my heaviest weight. Can y'all see? I don't know. Give me a like or heart if you can see that picture. That doesn't really show you well how big I was because I really hid from the camera. But at my largest, I was 225. And gosh, so I was 225. So let me tell you my story. Here's the thing. So when I had always been heavy, by the time I was 5, I was probably pushing 80 or 90 pounds. By the time I was 10, I remember getting on the scale at 10 and being 110 pounds and thinking, and my daughter is now 11, so I kind of know how that looked. I remember thinking if I just gained a pound per year till I died, I would maybe be okay. And then I just kept blowing up and blowing up. By the time, at 10, I was definitely, probably at 7, I was out of the juniors department. I was shopping in women's clothing, and I pretty much just kept getting bigger. By the time I was 18, I headed off to college, and I was 225 and wearing a size 24. I remember going to Lane Bryant because I'm much bigger in my booty, which is why I like Facebook Live, because you guys I can hide that. Because I was bigger on top, I would go into Lane Bryant and I would get my size 24 or 26 outfit, and then on top I would have my I could still fit into Learners. Does anybody remember Learners? I would be able to fit into like an extra large there. So I was just always heavy. We ate a lot, we ate out a lot, which is why I'm so passionate about eating at home, and I think cooking is so vital for your family. And so we ate out like every night at McDonald's. We did not eat well. My family was heavy. Everybody in my family is heavy, except my brother. He's thin, which isn't fair. But anyways, he's a boy. So I just kind of thought, this is the way I'm going to be. I'm going to be heavy forever. I'm never going to know what it's like to be thin. And I really kind of settled for that. Well, in, what year was it? Probably 1995. It was probably 1995. I decided, thank you, Rebecca, for saying I look great. I appreciate that. And I would love, like I said, if you know someone who struggles with weight loss, please share this with them. I decided on a whim that I was going to stick to my weight loss goals. And so it was New Year's. I had a New Year's resolution. I had an awesome roommate. She was amazing. Her name was... what was her name? I can see her face, but I can't remember her name. Oh my goodness, Dawn Zanevsky. I don't think she'll ever know me. She has no idea. She didn't know the story. But Dawn Zanevsky would tell me all the time. She was like, Laurie, please don't do it. I want you to stick to it. So if I would go to eat something, she would make me stick to it. At the time, I did a lot of fat-free foods. Fat-free was kind of the thing back then. And so I did like all the Weight Watchers. I ate very low fat. I lost 75 pounds in about 6 months. It was way too fast. But at that age, I think because I was so young, it was easier. Now, here's what happened though. As soon as I lost that, I very soon met my sweet husband, who has been precious and loved me no matter what size I was. I had babies, and I struggled between about probably a size 12 and a size 16 at my heaviest. So I probably sized between a 12, 14, 16. But I struggled to keep at it, like really, really badly. And as I've gotten older, I just got tired of struggling, and I thought, I am done with this. I don't want to do this. And so I decided about 2 years ago, I guess, especially my husband, some of y'all may know, had a heart attack at the age of 46. And I realized, number one, we need to be healthier because we have kids. And number two, he's not much taller than I am. I'm going to be really honest, guys, and you're going to hear all about how vain I am. I did not want to be bigger than my husband. So when he had his heart attack, he dropped like 30 pounds. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's not much taller than me. If I don't lose some weight, I'm going to be bigger than he is. And I was determined not to be bigger than he was. So I heard about a couple different programs. I've done a couple things. I finally landed on this. It is the faster way to fat loss. You can click the link in the video. Guys, I feel like this is life-changing. For me, the biggest thing, and I want to harder like if you understand this, because I know some of y'all do, I have always felt not worthy because of my weight. I always feel uncomfortable because of my weight. I know that no matter what weight you are beautiful and amazing and capable, and it does not matter how much you weigh. But I feel better when my pants fit well. I feel better when I eat right. Does anybody else, I was having, especially before I did this, I would hit noon, 12 o'clock would happen, I would eat my big old lunch, and I would sit down and I would almost fall asleep at my desk every single day. When my kids were little and they were home, they would go to nap, I would fall asleep because I was carving so much. Does anybody else know this? It is a horrible feeling. I am not saying that you have to be thin to be valuable. Please do not hear me wrong. You are beautiful and precious and just who God created you no matter what. But being in control of what I was eating and being in control of how I felt, it's changed my outlook on life. It's changed how I feel about myself. It's given me more confidence. I still am not confident. I'm still super self-conscious. I still see myself as a really chubby girl. I don't get that I'm even, like, when people say you look so thin, I'm like, are you crazy? Who are you talking to? I still fight it. But I feel like this program has given me the keys to win it, and I feel like it can give that to you too. And here's what I want to tell you that I definitely... So several people joined me. I've done it. This is like this third time, I guess, I've mentioned it to folks. Several people have joined me. One friend messaged me, and she has lost 10 pounds in 6 weeks doing her first round. I'm thinking she's 42, 43, 44-ish is kind of my guess. She's lost 10 pounds. She made me 42. Anyways, she's lost 10 pounds in her first 6 weeks. Then she kept doing it, and she lost another. She's up to 14-pound weight loss, which is fantastic. Another friend of mine, Emmy, I'm so excited. Emmy told me that she actually dropped down to her wedding weight. So she just had her 40th birthday, dropped down to her wedding weight. Guys, this program works. It works. It works. And here's the thing. We only get one chance at this life. This is like my biggest, if you hear nothing else tonight, I don't care if it's about weight loss. I don't care if it's about money. I don't care if it's about dieting. I don't care if it's about the way you look. If you hear nothing else, I want you to hear this loud and clear. You were given one life. We don't ever get to do this again. We get one body. We get one chance. We can't go back and say, I wish I could get a new body. Y'all, if I could get a new body, if I could get a body that didn't have 250 pounds of fat cells, can I just express to you that I would like these 250 pounds of fat cells that are still here? I would love these gone. That can't happen. So what I can do is I can do the very best I can to take really good care of it. And I'm going to tell you the second reason this is so important. This is so, so, so precious and so important. I have 2 little girls and 1 son. 2 girls, 1 boy. My boy probably struggles less with weight. I think in general, men, it's just a different thing for them. But one day I was sitting, and I want to give you a heart, give me a heart, or like if you've ever been in this position. My kids were babies. I mean, they were tiny. They were like maybe 2 and 5. It was just my oldest 2. And we'd gone out to a baseball game. And so we go out to this baseball game, and I look over, and we're sitting in the stands. And, you know, I'm in my cheap clothes because I don't have a lot of money, and don't have my hair done because I don't have any money. I have to tell you, it is nice to have some money to figure out how to do your hair. That's fun. So we had hardly anything. And I looked over, and there was this mom, and she was darling. She was the most precious little mom. I mean, she was just cute. She had the right outfit. She had the right baseball cap. She looked so cute. And I thought, oh, if I could only be like her. And I sat there and I watched her, and I sat jealous. Has anybody else felt like this? I just sat there with this feeling of, oh my gosh, I wish I could be her. Just once could I be her. And I watched, and her mom walked up. And her mom was tiny and skinny and cute and pulled together. And I thought to myself when I saw her, I thought, I don't want my girls to ever say, I can't be thin. I can't take care of my body because my mother didn't. And I decided then and there that I didn't care how much it was going to take. Somehow, even though I have to battle it every single day, I was going to figure this out. And I'm going to tell you something that's super important. This is something that's so important. One thing is daily exercise. If you're not getting up and moving, it will make your whole life better. Give me a heart or like if you do exercise. Actually, give me a heart if you exercise daily. Give me a like if you do not. I want to hear, do you exercise daily? I have been a firm believer, even before I got down to this is kind of my lowest weight for me. So I'm still not like, I would love 5 more pounds off, but I'm kind of content here. If you don't exercise every day, you are missing out. You are cheating yourself. You are losing time in your day. I guarantee you have 10 minutes to go out and walk around the block. Maybe you have 20 minutes. If you are not exercising, you are not as good at what you do. There are studies that show you are a better everything when you exercise. So please, please, please consider exercising at the very minimum. It's going to make you feel better. Giselle, I encourage you. You just said you do not. Lois, you do not. Okay, guys. If you do nothing else from this video, if you do nothing else, I want you to get up every single day, at least 5 days a week, and exercise. I'd love for you to exercise 7 days a week. Oh, good job, Susan. Susan, I know you lost 117 pounds. Susan is one of my favorite people on the planet. She lost 117 pounds 5 years ago and has kept most of it off. Susan, that's incredible. I love that. Guys, in some way, get up and move because that's important. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about the plan. You can click the link in the video to find out more about it. The round begins next Monday is prep week. It is not the cheapest thing on the planet. I wish I could fix that. I'm not the person who set the price. I'm just the girl who's the messenger, okay? Lynette, you have lost 87 pounds. I am so proud of you, Lynette. That's amazing. Patty, you do water aerobics. I love that. That's fantastic. Okay, so here's the deal about the program. Basically, this person that I heard about, Amanda Tress, created Faster Way to Fat Loss. She's just like me. Well, she's not like just like me. She's a super smart, genius dietitian lady. And she figured out a plan that works for so many people. So here's what she's doing. Oh, Etta. Etta, could I hug your neck right now? Etta just said, Etta, good words. She said it wasn't cheap getting fat either. That's the thing. It's not cheap. It is so worth it to take care of your fitness. So here's the deal. She created this plan that basically incorporates fasting. So it's daily fasting, which is so much easier than you think. Like at first you're going to be like, there is no way I can do this. But after about 4 or 5 days, you're going to be right there. It's going to be so easy. And when you think about it with fasting, I've heard a lot of studies on fasting. I've heard some people say that they think fasting works because that you could eat the same number of calories and either in 8 hours or in 16 hours, and that if you eat them in 8 hours, you will just naturally lose weight. I'm not convinced that's it. No matter what, if you limit your eating window to 8 hours, you just can't eat as much food. And I don't know about you, y'all, a real eater, so not you tiny skinny people. Sorry, I love you tiny skinny people. I'm really jealous of you, really jealous, like really, really jealous. But for those of you who are like me, who struggle with food and who like to eat, here's the one thing I want to know. When I start eating, I choose not to stop to eat. Okay, so I like to eat. So by having a smaller eating window, I don't sit there and pig out all day long. I have a smaller portion of time to eat in. Does that make sense? Oh, Tammy, you said you need someone to do it with. Okay, Tammy, this is what you're gonna love about this group. So if you join the group, what's awesome is you will have we're in like a Facebook group of people together, and we are all committed to being together. Susan, you just said nothing tastes as good as being 117 pounds lighter feels. You are so right. So I think that's part of it, is you're in a group together. So I think part of the fasting part is just that you're eating less because you're not eating as long, for me at least. Also, it incorporates carb cycling, which I really, really learned to love. How many of you guys have heard of a ketogenic diet where you're eating very low carbs? This is keto-ish a few days a week, but it's not keto all the time. So how many of you, has anybody heard of a keto diet? Here's the thing about this that I really love. You eat keto-ish a couple days a week. No carb, Atkins, those kinds of things. You eat that kind of food a couple days a week. But how many of you have done that and you're like 9 days in and you're like, oh my gosh, if I don't ever see another carb, I'm gonna cry? What's awesome about this is you're gonna eat carb-free a couple days, or lower carb a couple days a week, and then a couple other days a week you're gonna eat higher carbs. So some days you'll get to have your oatmeal if you love oatmeal, or something sugary, something, whatever your thing is. Not every day, but some days. So you're gonna count your macros, and Amanda teaches you how to do all that. You're in a small group together, in a Facebook group. There's a workout program every single day that you can do at home. The workout program takes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. I did mine this morning. It was a little bit longer one. It took me about 45 minutes. It totally works, you guys. I promise this is so worth it. And the thing that I have found, and this is super, I feel like because I've struggled with this my whole life, I've decided that I'm just going to make myself be like a test case because I want to know what works. I will tell you that fat-free worked for me in 1996, so I don't just doubt that fat-free will work. Keto has worked for me. Weight Watchers has worked for me. I've done other diets. They've all worked, but the problem is you have to continually do something. What I heard the other day that I thought was fascinating, so are y'all ready for this? Give me a harder like if you're fascinated about this, because I think this is so true. If you think about our history of man over the course of the last 2,000 years ago, a couple thousand years ago, they were probably eating keto in the winter because they had access to meat that was frozen. In the summer, they were probably eating grains. And so what I realized when I said that, I was like, oh my goodness, somebody said that. And I was like, so we're made to cycle. We can't sit here and eat. I feel like personally, I cannot sit here and eat only fat-free until I die and think that that's always going to work. I cannot sit here and eat only steak until I die and think that's going to work. Our bodies, God made us to change. And so I love that this program already incorporates that because I think it's the way we're naturally made. I will say that sometimes I think it's important. I feel like it may be that I'll do, more keto-ish maybe even for several months, and then I'll switch to something that's more low carb or more carb-ish with low fat. So I do think there may be something to longer things. So I'm just telling you all of this to say I have not mastered this, but and somebody asked my height and weight, so I'll go ahead and tell you that, which I can't believe I tell people my weight online. If anyone had ever told me that I was going to do this, I would die. So I am 5'7". At my highest, I was 225. I was at my highest, I was 225 at about 19 or 20, I guess. Then I had babies. Well, I dropped 75 pounds, had some babies, stayed between about 150 and 170 for the next 20-ish years. In the last 2 years, I dropped down to 142 pounds, which that was my absolute lowest. As of this morning, I'm at 144 pounds. So there you go, 5'7", 144. I've been down to 142. I dream, like if I could have one day at 139, I think I would feel like I won the lottery. I haven't done it yet. I think when you guys start another round with this, I'm going to try to really stick to it and see if I can't get down to that 139 pound, because I would really, really like just one day. If any of y'all been 139, I've never seen 139. So to me, I was 139 at 12. So maybe 10, maybe 11. So that's my crazy, ridiculous dream. But then at the same time, I like to eat, and I don't know that it's worth it to me. I'm 5'7", I'm 42. I can't decide about that. But anyways, stress is another factor, Jen. Yes, it definitely makes a difference. Lucille, yep, I'm 5'7", so my husband is 5'8". So anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I feel like if I could just encourage you to figure this out, if you struggle with it, I'm going to tell you that if you see me, I am not a skinny mini. I am thick, thick, thick through my legs. I have a lot, and I'm going to be real honest with you, I have a lot of flab that has stuck with me because I was 225, so I've got this pit of flab that I've thought about even having surgery on, and then I was like, you know what, I cannot do that because I don't know how I would explain that to my girls, and I don't know how I would, I don't know how I could justify it financially. I feel like there's other things I could do with that money. Sherry, you are 5'1" and 213. Thank you for sharing that, Sherry. Sherry, I know you are absolutely gorgeous just the way you are, but if you want something that might encourage you, I encourage you to do this. So let's talk about, you hit your goal of 163. Awesome job, Lynette. I am so excited for you. That's fantastic. Okay, so I want to tell you about the course, or I guess the weight loss program. Click the link in the video if you want more information. And you know what? I must have Lucille, I will tell you my confession. I wear Spanx a lot of days if I know people are going to see me from my waist down, because Spanx help the flab that hangs out. Lindsay, you're exactly where I was, 5'10", 5'6", and 210. So yeah. I'm telling you, you are perfect, but it totally is worth it. I know you're going to tell me to check with my doctor, and I will, but do you know if this is approved for diabetics? I believe it is. Who asked that? Let me make sure. Lindsay, I think it is. But if you will send me an email about that, I will forward it to the person who's in charge. Praise God for Spanx, really. Lucille, I look small on camera. Let me show you this trick. So there's this thing about about cameras. If you put it up higher and angle it down, you look skinnier. So when you see people looking skinny, they're angling it down. Because yeah, I'm pretty good at that, because I don't want to look fat on camera. Because the honest thing is, y'all look at it. Weight Watchers helped you. Okay, Weight Watchers is fantastic, because I think having the accountability of that is amazing. It all takes planning. Fitbits are always, Fitbits help so much, because you can get out and walk and show people how you're doing. So what was the big thing I wanted to tell you? I had something important. Oh, let's talk about the cost. So the course starts, the next round starts a week from tonight, a week. They're going to do a prep week. They are almost sold out of slots, so there are not a ton available. So if you're interested in any of this, you need to do this. I'm going to tell you the cost, and I want y'all all to take a deep collective breath, because we are penny pinchers. You are not alone as a penny pincher in this. This is expensive, but I'm going to give you some ways to do it. The course is $199. Ouch, right? So I have my notes to tell you what you get for $199, because I know you're thinking, Laurie, there is no way I'm spending $199 for that. So here's what it includes. It includes 6 weeks of the program plus a prep week, so that you're ready to go, so that you really, really do this. 30 to 45 minute workouts every single day. So you're gonna have workouts every single day. Online support. You're gonna be in a private group of private Facebook people, where people will cheer you on and encourage you. They'll post pictures. You can post your pictures. You can share with them. You'll get advice on recipes and menu planning and ideas. You will also have Facebook groups with a daily check-in. You can work out at home or at the gym. So if you're paying for a gym membership, you can get rid of that gym membership. Now, if you're saying, Laurie, I got no money for this, I understand that. And maybe you really don't have money. And you guys know what? If you have no money for this, you can figure out a way to lose some weight if you really work online. This is a wonderful, amazing program, and I think it is worth every single penny. But if you don't have money for it, then I don't want you to do it. But let me tell you a few ways you can make money. One of my bestest, dearest friends ever messaged me last night, and this was the reason I did the video, was because so many people, I actually got 3 emails from people last week who were readers, who were actually friends, who said, is this worth it? So my sweet friend Nancy, she got money for her birthday, and she's going to use her birthday money. So do you have a birthday coming up? Do you have some family members that might give you $20 for your birthday? Do you have a husband who's looking for a gift for you and doesn't know what to give you? Do you have an anniversary coming up? Do you have anything coming up that might be able to earn you a little money? Use that money and do this for yourself. It will be so worth it. Another thing you can do is have a yard sale. How many of y'all have had a yard sale and made $199? I totally have do it. Ask your health insurance. That's a great idea. Ask your health insurance. Jen, you could definitely submit to your health insurance and see if they would give you a discount for sure. So yeah, have a yard sale. Make some money. Another thing is skipping meals out. How many meals, if your family goes out to eat, I want to know for real, how much do you spend on a meal out? If our family goes out to eat, because we don't like McDonald's, if we go out to eat, we typically spend $40, $50. 4 of those meals would pay for this program. It is so worth it. Teresa, you just said keto and low carbs helped you 50 pounds down. Awesome job, Teresa. I love that. Misty, I totally understand. If you can't afford it, that is, definitely don't do it. Don't go out of your budget. Ultimately my goal is to save you money. But Misty, I encourage you to hop up, walk, get some exercising in, look at some ways to do things. You can look at intermittent fasting on the internet. I feel like this is such a great program and a great way to motivate you, but I don't want you to go over your budget to do that for sure, because that's way more important. So I'll answer any questions you guys have specifically. Give me a heart or like. Tell me what you think. How often does this start over? I believe she has a new round maybe once a month. So if you miss it right now, you might be able to start again in July. What's nice is if you start now, you might be able to see some changes before the end of summer, which is kind of awesome. Teresa, you love keto. Oh, that's a great idea, Susan. If you had any unused prepaid Visa cards, is it $199 each time? Kelly, it's $199 for 6 weeks. $199. At-home belly dancing, Lucille. I have heard people lose a ton of weight belly dancing. I have heard that's an amazing thing. I have not done that myself. I could not belly dance. That's for sure. I'll answer any questions about weight loss or anything else. That's about it. That's all I got tonight. You can click the link in the video if you're interested. Stephanie, you just said you can't afford it. I will also tell you that if you click the link in the video, there's a little place that Amanda has where she said ask for free information. So she will send you a little bit of info just about intermittent fasting, and you can just sign up right there. That part is totally free, so click the link in the video. Can you continue on your own? Yes, Tanya, you can absolutely continue on your own after 6 weeks. The workouts, the video should work right there. And you know what, guys? Let me pop a link in here to make sure it's working. You've been doing low carb since February and dropped 30 pounds. Miranda, I love that. That's fantastic. It's a must try at least with the daughter. I think it is so worth it, and I think it can totally transform how you feel about yourself. I think it's amazing and totally, totally worth it. And my sweet husband just came in, and I have to tell y'all, this is funny. We just got new carpet today. I'm going to put a link in here while we're chatting. We got new carpet today, and he's been gone all day long. He's been working. I've had a nice, quiet house, and hang on, I'm going to pop this link in here really fast if I can. I think I can. He's been working, and he paid for this beautiful carpet, and now he just walked in, and it feels really good, and I want him to get to feel it. Honey, you can come in. You probably just don't want to be on camera, but you could be on camera. Okay. He's being really quiet over there. He probably doesn't want to be seen. Here, hang on. I'm going to try to get this link in here really fast if I can. Let's see if this will work. Okay. Lucille says, hi, Mr. PPP. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. I don't know that I'm a great inspiration, but I'll tell you, this is something that I feel passionate enough about that I'm really going to try to figure it out. I just don't want to live my life feeling like this is something I struggle with forever. Hopefully the boxes of goodies I open here on PPP are in alignment with healthy eating. Leslie, I do some of the stuff we eat that we get on Facebook especially, I do not eat. So I try really, really hard to pick the right things. Hang on just a second. I'm going to put this link in here. More info on program. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me see any other questions. Leslie, the boxes are not always great, but that was not the right one. Didn't do it right. Okay, that's hard. I can't talk and do the video at the same time. I can't do it. I'll fix it. Thanks, Jen. I'll tell him you said welcome home. $199 is a deal. You paid $117 a month for 3 months, but I'm $7. Oh my gosh, 7 weeks in and 20 pounds down. I love that. Do you eat low carb for 3 days, then up 1 carbs? How many carbs do I eat in a day? Great questions, Whitney. Thank you for those. Well, Corey, I'm so glad you signed up. I think you're going to love it. I know you're going to love it. I know you are going to feel such success from this. Okay, so do you eat low carb? So on Monday and Tuesday, yay, Sherry, you signed up. Did anybody else sign up? I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to see if Amanda will put me in a group with you guys so I can kind of see you all in there. May, you said you're trying to lose weight, but it's very hard with having had a transplant. May, I will be saying a prayer for you. So the thing I want to tell you is what kind of carbs. So on Mondays and Tuesdays is low carb day. I think that's right. Monday and Tuesday is low carb day, and I eat typically, I think it's less than 50 or 70 net carbs. I can't even remember it. I just don't eat many carbs. I have to tell you my favorite carb-free meal out. This is my favorite ever. I had it today for lunch. I may have it again tomorrow. It is the Smash Burger grilled chicken truffle mushroom Swiss sandwich on lettuce. I just do it as a lettuce wrap. Oh my gosh, y'all. The best. It has like 2 carbs. I could eat like 50 of those. I can't really eat 50 of those, but it is so much. Terry, it is totally okay if you can't this month. This would be something to save for, and definitely click the link in the video, because if you do click that, hang on, I gotta get this working. If you click that, she will give you a free thing about intermittent fasting. So while you may not get everything, it might help you just get started for sure. So lettuce, Jennifer, have you had that one? Okay, the lettuce wrap burger, because I'm trying to not eat as many burgers because I'm trying to watch my cholesterol. It's the grilled chicken truffle mushroom Swiss chicken. It's so good. So, so good. You do Bright Line eating and you've lost 42 pounds in 5 months. Great job, Liam. You eat leftover dinner for lunch to penny pinch. A great way that I do my menu planning as far as what I do. A lot of y'all know I do freezer meals. What I do is I eat the meat and I have a big salad, and that makes it life super easy. So anyways, I'm going to try to get this link in here, and then I'll answer any other questions we have, and then I will hop off. For some reason, I am not able to get anything to work tonight. I'm not good at working. I cannot get my little computer to be happy about where it's going. It's not happy about it. Is it hard if you don't eat beef? As long as you eat chicken, you should be fine. There are other places can get protein from as well. I don't eat a ton of beef. Paula, you asked how much I had lost in the first 6 weeks. So Paula, I will tell you that I had done some other stuff up to this. This has definitely leaned me out. About 2 years ago when we moved, I kind of picked up a little bit of weight, so I was up to about 160, and I'm down to 142 at my lowest, around 142, 144. So 14 pounds. It's totally worth it. Michelle, where do you get the chicken sandwich? Smash Burger. Best ever. Truffle, mushroom, Swiss, grilled chicken. I may be there tomorrow. I'll post a picture if I am. It's fantastic. But you get it on a lettuce. You just get it on lettuce. And don't get any fries. Even though they're good, you just skip the fries. This is the other thing I will tell you. You get to where when you eat that stuff that tastes nasty, that's horrible. When you eat things that you used to love, like I used to love a bowl of Lucky Charms. Like if you gave me a bowl of Lucky Charms, I was in my happy place. That just gave me great joy. You know what? The other day I had a bowl of Lucky Charms and I was like, oh my gosh, this is disgusting. Why would I eat this? And I think that's the biggest thing, is you learn to eat real healthy foods. The thing I love about the fasting portion, which is huge, this is such a big thing. The thing about the fasting is you realize that you can eat a lot less than you think you can. I think so often we think we have to have food all the time. Just by fasting, I realized, oh my gosh, I sit here and think I need food all the time, and I just don't. Like, I think our culture has gotten to where we just think we can always have all kinds of food all the time, and it just doesn't. So hopefully that helps. Melissa, you said you want to try this. If you click the link in the video, it will tell you more. You can get her free intermittent fasting download. You can also join the course, which begins next Monday. They are going to sell out of places. They have a limited number of space available, so if you're not sure about it, I would probably hop on soon. I would definitely, if you're looking for a way to pay for it, think about some gift cards, some ways you can ask for this maybe as a gift for a birthday or anniversary gift this summer. I think it's so worth it. So how long do you fast? Andrea, so every day you eat, every single day of the program you eat in an 8-hour window. The first week is you're prepping, you kind of do like a 12-hour window, and then a 10-hour window, and then an 8-hour window. So for me, I wake up and exercise most mornings at 5. So I do about 11:30 to 7. I try to eat between 11:30 and 7. If you probably wake up at a more normal time, if you wake up later, you probably could do 12 to 8. I just like 11:30 to 7 because I wake up so early. So yes, Lois says, I believe eat to live, not live to eat. That is the truth. Do you need meat at meals? No, Lucille, you can totally have meat. Meat is totally fine. No problem with meat at all. Meat's fine. And yeah, so hopefully that helps. You're going to do the Daniel fast. I've heard about the Daniel fast, but I don't know a ton about it. You get so aggravated with your husband when you try to split a meal. I know, it is so hard when you try to split a meal. We split a lot of meals, and I figured that makes life a lot easier. I think the biggest thing about our culture is we have culturally learned to eat so much, and that's a really hard thing to teach people. Carissa, you said, what diet did I do? If you click the link in the video, it is the faster way to fat loss. It is basically a program where you do carb cycling and watch your macros, and so you also do intermittent fasting. Oh, the other thing about fasting is about once every 4 or I think maybe 2 or 3 times during the 6 weeks, you do a 24-hour fast. And I know some of you are thinking, oh my gosh, I can't do that. I didn't think I could do it either. The way that you do it, though, is you start your fast. You'll eat you'll have your, say you eat from 11 to 7 or whatever your hours are. At 7 o'clock, you'll have your last meal, or like 6:30. Then you will not eat anything other than water until the next day at 6:30 or 7. I thought it would be so impossible. It was way easier than I thought it was. One trick that helped me a ton is that I made sure I was out running errands, because I can, if I'm busy, I'm not hungry, but if I'm sitting home, I am hungry. So I definitely think that worked. Lucille, what are macros? Macros are kind of like the number of carbs and the number of carbs or protein or fats that you eat in a day, and so you will track those on your FitnessPal app. It definitely works. Yeah, Jennifer, it is so easy, and I know, Jennifer, you're in awesome shape. Do you do fasting? Fasting, it is so crazy how easy it is to fast. And when I have a day when I feel like my weight is creeping up, if I have a week where I just see it popping up, I kind of do another fast. Lois, you said you get so dizzy if you do not eat breakfast. So a trick on that, and it depends. There are some people who truly can't fast. So Lois, you want to check with your doctor for any diet plan for sure. I do not want you getting sick on this. I should have said at the beginning, I am not a doctor. I don't know anything. So check with your doctor. Always, 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 always check with your doctor first. But Lois, if you will slowly back it down, so you will not go from eating every 24 hours to an 8-hour. But you can definitely go like from where you're eating. You'll start breakfast at 7. Then you'll have a breakfast at 8, then 9, then 10, then 11. If you can't click the link, I'm going to really fast try one more time to put the link in the comments. And then I will promise I will hop off, because I know it's been a long time. My poor sweet husband just got home, and we have no kids here, which is crazy. Let me see if I can get this link to work. Hang on, guys. How often do you weigh? Joyce, Amanda encourages you not to weigh during the 6 weeks. I'm going to confess to you that I struggle with that. I do tend to weigh myself daily because I just have done that forever, and that keeps my weight down. It keeps me on track. You should not do that. She just encourages you to do it once every 6 weeks. Yeah, Cindy, sometimes you can't until after the live works. Here we go. I think I got it. Maybe it's very slowly going through. My Wi-Fi is not happy with me. Why am I not able to see this? This is crazy. It is not letting me do it. Oh, maybe. Here, hang on. I'm going to get the link in there. I really am. Is it like keto? It is like keto a couple times a day, a couple days a week, Rose. So it's not everyday keto. Here we go. I got the video now. Here we go. Let's see. Learn more. I'm typing it in. Sorry, guys. If you need to hop off, I totally know this is a long video, and you can go back and rewatch it if you'd like. There we go. I got the pinned comment. There we go. So I think it works. If you struggle with it, please hit the share this button if you know someone who's been looking for a great way to figure out a workout. I love it. It's been worth it for me. Oh, good. You got it to go through, Amy. Let me know if you decide to sign up. Yay, finally. It took me a lot of work to get to that. Squash is a good, yeah, you can do spaghetti squash. You can definitely do different types of things that are lower carb squash, lower carb vegetables. Oh, Terry, thank you so much. You just said you appreciate me so much. I appreciate that y'all sit here and listen to me, and I hope that this just encourages you to know, guys, if this is a struggle for you, you are not alone. You are not the only person. There are others of us who struggle with it every single day. I struggle with it. I honestly feel like my weight is the biggest struggle in my life. Like, it is a long-term struggle. So I'm not telling you that any of this to tell you that it is perfect. I'm not going to tell you, and I'm not going to tell you that I will never gain weight back again. I may, in 5 years, be 100 million pounds. I don't know. But I'm working at it, and for the last 2 or 3 years, I've been able to stay at this weight, and for me, that's been a big success story. Cassandra, you said it's your biggest struggle. And here's the thing, guys. I just encourage you, do not find your value, and I'm speaking to the choir because I find it. Do not let your value be put in your weight. That is not what makes you valuable. But taking care of your body, you will have more energy, you'll have more time to do the things you want to do, you will get more excited because it is fun. I'm just saying, it's more fun to shop when you feel the right size, guys. It just feels better. So if this is something that you've struggled with, I just encourage you. I know it costs money. I wish I could make it free. I wish I could do that. I can't. I'm not in charge of the program. But I feel like this is so valuable, and I just know it is such a struggle for so many of us. I just want you to know you're not alone. And if you're like me and you feel jealous of the skinny girls, you are not alone. And sometimes you may look at people like me and feel like it definitely should be all easy. It is easier now, but it's been hard. Nancy, my friend Nancy joins. And Nancy, I meant to message you the other day after you messaged me back, and I don't know if I did. I was thinking you and I need to talk for a long time. Anyways, my sweet friend Nancy is the girl who got me started clipping coupons forever ago, and I'm hoping I'm going to get her started on Faster Way to Fat Loss. Nancy, you better join it. I think you may have already joined it. Anyways, I have not gotten her cookbook, so I don't know. I will see. I'll check with Amanda and see if she'll let me get a copy so that we can just check it out and see. I feel like you could do it probably, especially Nancy, I'm talking right to you because I know you. I know you can do this without the cookbook. Honestly, a lot of the menus and recipes are in there, but I could see the value of the cookbook too. Let me find out more about the cookbook. How's that? I don't know. I did not do the cookbook. I pretty much, all I did, I will tell you, the FitnessPal app is amazing. Like when I went today to Smashburger, I just type in Smashburger, grilled chicken sandwich, and then it'll say how many carbs it is, and then you track all your carbs in my FitnessPal. So that makes it super easy. So hopefully that helps. Okay, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I do not normally do nighttime Facebook Lives. I have a super fun thing that's coming tomorrow. My Stitch Fix box is coming, so I will be unboxing that probably tomorrow night because I don't think we'll get it here in time for the morning Facebook Live, so I'll be doing one tomorrow night. This is a crazy week because my kids are all gone, so I just encourage you, though, if you have struggled with weight loss, if this is something that's been burdening you, you are not alone. You are beautiful just the way you are, but I really, really, really encourage you to just... If this is something you struggle with and you can find a way to have that money without it besting your budget, do not ruin your budget. I feel like this will change, and I have had so many, like I have heard nothing. I have checked with every person I've known who's done it on my recommendation, and every single one has lost weight. Every single one. It has worked for everyone. Like I do not know a single person this does not work for. So I feel so confidently that you will lose weight doing this. I do think that if you're like me, I feel like I will have to constantly tweak things. So what's working today may not work next week, but you need to stop. So anyways, Connie said, you think I stay small because I never stop. I don't stop much, but you know what? The reason I don't stop is I have energy because I take care of my body. So there you go. Anyways, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you a ton, and I pray a beautiful night for you guys. Let me know. Use freezer meals first. Yes, Lucille, I use my freezer meals completely when I'm doing this. The only thing I do different is a lot of the freezer meals are served over pasta or rice. And actually what's funny is how many of y'all know Tiffany from Eating Home? If you've watched her, she's been losing some weight since she and I started. I don't know how much she's lost, but she's been doing this. She started, I think, before I did. So, Connie, you lost 32 pounds in 10 weeks with low carb. I think it works, guys. I promise this will work. What was I going to say? So what I do with the meals is when I make my freezer meals, typically they are served over a carb like a pasta or rice. I typically just serve them with salad, so that works. Judy, you have a great evening too. Okay, I'll hop off. Y'all have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow when I'll be unboxing my Stitch Fix box. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye-bye. Oh, and click the link in the video if you're interested in the program. I promise it's worth it. I know a few of you signed up tonight, and I'm super excited. I know this is going to bless you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.